With that being said, you're looking live inside the R.W. Begg Senior Gymnasium as tonight the start of the Viterbo Classic begins with the visiting St. Francis, Illinois Fighting Saints and the Bellevue Bruins. Of course, it's the Chicagoland Collegiate Athletic Conference against the North Star Athletic Association for this quadruple header, if you will. 2 games today, 2 games tomorrow. It's, you hear about kind of, the Big East versus Big Ten basketball challenge. I think this would probably be the equivalent of that on a much smaller scale. But for St. Francis, we'll take a look at the starting 5 in this one for St. Francis, starting with the 6'5" redshirt senior out of Miramar, Florida. It's Ramel Davis. Then behind him, the 5'9" junior out of Louisville, Kentucky, and Delshawn Sims. Then the 6'2" junior out of Lithia Springs, Georgia. It's Joffrey Nanoli. Behind him, the 6'10" senior out of Fürth, Germany, in Ben Fotz. And then rounding out the 6'8" redshirt graduate out of Lasarte, Oria, Spain. It's Aitor Anabatarte. My apologies there. Of course, the Fighting Saints are coached by Ryan Marks in his 12th season, assisted by Rock Allen, Tony Graves, Glenn Heffernan, and Dominique Nelson. For Bellevue, this is how they'll look to begin this one, starting with the 6'3" senior out of Manhattan, Kansas. It's TJ Fritz, a star of this Bruin squad. Then the 6'1" senior out of Concord, California, and Christian Carter, followed by the 6'4" senior out of Gary, Indiana, and Raphael Allen. Then the 6'6" sophomore out of Phoenix, Arizona, and Liam Thompson. And then rounding it out, the 6'8" junior from El Dorado Hills, California. It's R.J. Smith. Ball is up, one back by the Saints. Of course, the Bruins coached by Lucas Gabriel in his 5th season, assisted by Nate Geezer and Aaron Havis. As the Fighting Saints in the goal, as already on the push, Ramel Davis kicks it back out. Now driving in to Noli, pulls up mid-range, no good. Fighting for the rebound, coming away with it are the Bruins. Up the floor they go with it. Now holding it on top, R.J. Smith looks for somebody to come and get it. Gets it in T.J. Fritz, the star of this Bellevue squad. As now Smith putting in work down low, loses a handle on it, regains it, tries to fire his way back up, likes to kick it out, deep 3 on the way. That one no good, rebounded, corralled by Anabatarte. As the Fighting Saints enter this one, this is only their 2nd game of the season. Haven't played an exhibition bout against University of Illinois, Chicago, and then Marion University on Sunday, as knocking down the mid-range is Ramel Davis, and the Fighting Saints out to their first lead in this one. Christian Carter works it up the floor, now pitches it off to T.J. Fritz. Fritz, the man to watch for in tonight's ball game, leading the team, averaging 16 points per game. As Smith has it, finds it back to Fritz with the left hand, tries to find some hole, can't quite get it anywhere. Flips it off to Smith, down low, shot clock down to 6, powers himself into the lane, hook shot, short, corralled by Ben Fotz. Got ourselves a foul right away here. And it looks like Raphael Allen's going to make his way off. Coming on for him is going to be J.J. Montgomery, the 5'11" junior out of Hayward, California. As for Bellevue, they enter with a 2-1 record, securing 1 win and 1 loss at the Chick-fil-A Classic, 1 to Oakland City in a 101-52 victory, and then a 65-51 loss to Peru State. Then most recently at home, Union Adventist of Nebraska, 86-45 win for them. As we've got a foul on Liam Thompson. So having to flick it on in here for the Saints. They're able to get it in to Davis. Davis in the lane. Flips it down low. Hacked on the way up is Anabatarte. And looks like the Spanish international will step to the line here. Anabatarte all the way from Lasarte, Oria, Spain. First one up, first one good. There's a sub coming on here for Thompson. As that'll be Matt Matok. Matok, a freshman out of Council Bluffs, Iowa. As that one trickles on home, and it's a 4-point lead for the Fighting Saints early on in this one. As Smith gets it on top, looks for somebody to come and get it. Finding it is Fritz. Not before he walked with it, worked off that screen. Saw the little hesitation step there. That's enough for the official to call it right in front of him. Of course, Bellevue coming off of a great season last year in the Northern Sun. Winning the conference tournament, finishing with the best record, making the national tournament, but falling in the first round, looking to build upon that. As Lucas Gabriel in his 6th season is a great move by Anna Batarte, but he walked with it. He doesn't like the call, but the Bruins love it as they'll get the ball back. 17:44 left here in the first half of this first game. 4 games on the way, 2 tonight and 2 tomorrow. There's a crowded Fighting Saints bench making a lot of noise. Having to share seats. They brought everybody on that bus. As Matok into the lane, kicks it back out, finding Carter. Carter looks inside for Smith. Down to 7 seconds. He's underneath the hoop, tries to force his way up. He's going to get called. Well, he's going to get the foul call as Ben Fotz, the big man down low, battling with him. You've seen that already early on. R.J. Smith spent 2 seasons at Yuba College where he played 55 games, averaging 11 points per game and 6 rebounds. Redshirted last year here for Bellevue. As there's the Bruins' first bucket of the game. A full side for Bellevue coming off. Bellevue, of course, in the black uniforms in this one. The Fighting Saints donning the gold. Of course, Smith, his father, Reggie Smith, you may know the name, played 5 seasons for the Portland Trail Blazers. It's one final sub on, and that'll do it for Bellevue here with the starting 5. As looking to break a little press here early on, trying to put the pressure on as Anna Batarte will to race it up the floor with the right hand, has to pull it back, almost lost traction. Picks up his dribble, able to flick it on back to Delshawn Sims. Sims, a junior out of Louisville, Kentucky. Spent last year at only Central College. As he finds his way to the lane. Up off the glass and good. He hits the deck. He's all right. Shaken but not stirred. Make it a 6-2 advantage for the Fighting Saints early on in this one. Now holding it in the high post is Nigel Wilson. Already putting up the shot and banging it home. How about that? Caleb Chang cuts that lead down to 1, 6-5 in favor of the Fighting Saints. It's Anna Batarte almost losing the handle on it. Takes the lane. Up off the glass. Good. Explosive out of Anna Batarte. Played his entire career here for St. Francis. Dating back to 2020, 2021. Now looking down low. Great spin move off the backboard. No good. Wanting the foul. And in fact, he's going to commit it. That's Nigel Wilson, the senior out of Tucson, Arizona. Has played everywhere in his career. Last year spent time here for Bellevue. He played in 31 games, averaging 9 points per game and 4 rebounds. Spent time at Pasadena Community College and Mira Costa College. As here's Delshawn Sims. Walking up the floor, 16 minutes left here in the first half. 8-5 the score. St. Francis with the advantage. Is finding it down low. Ramel Davis looking for something. He's going to take it into the lane himself. Spinning off his defender. Puts up the contested shot. Looks like it was blocked. Flying in for the board. Merrick Small kicks it out. 3-pointer. Sims bangs it home. Delshawn Sims. Big 3-pointer for him. Averaging 12 points per game. 11-5 as the answer, perhaps not quite off the back of the iron. No good. As a great find down low, Merrick Small doesn't get that one to tumble home. As looks like we got ourselves a timeout on the floor. This one a 32nd by Lucas Gabriel. We'll just keep it here, however. Already out and off and running. I'm led to believe it's not a matter of if, but when will this Bellevue squad get it going on offense. Back to action Caleb Chang walks it up the floor, picks up his dribble, feeds it inside to Wilson, kicks it back out. As now finding it, Raphael Allen. Allen with the left hand, spins, changes it up. Now looks to Chang. Chang feeds it down low. Wilson banging, clanging, off the backboard and one. Nigel Wilson shooting 71% from the field. Moves like that really back up the numbers. Trying to capitalize on the and one. And he can't. But the ball tipped up in the air. Looks like it was saved for a moment. I believe that's Willie Williams there flying in to save it from initially going out on him. And then throwing it out of bounds to the near side. Right in front of us. But 11-7 the score. And it looks like Sure Maraite has to take off some jewelry there as he's going to use Sean Richardson as the point guard. Flinks it to the far side. Ramel Davis now holds it. Now flings it back out to Moraidi. So I got ourselves a foul. That one being called on Raphael Allen, senior out of Gary, Indiana. Redshirted last year for Bellevue. As Davis trying to get it in, finds it in Moraidi. They work it on top, now finding it in Nick Niego. Merrick Small now, finds it in Moraidi. The little jumper, no good on the attempts. Foul on the floor, called against Bellevue. That one on Dang Jal, the 6'9 senior out of Omaha, Nebraska, and that shot on him, foul on the way up. So it looks like Lucas Gabriel seen enough from his back five. We'll go back to the starting five. Moraidi's first shot is up, clangs off back iron, no good. Lone sub for St. Francis coming on is Connor Casper, redshirt sophomore out of Glenview, Illinois. Played 24 games for the Fighting Saints last year, started 4 of them. Averaged about 3 points per game, looking to build off of that season. Moraidi, second shot is up. That one swishes on through, make it a 12-7 advantage. 5-point lead here, 14:23 left in the first half. Starters back on for the Bruins. There's Christian Carter holding it on top, looking for somebody to come. As there's some help defensively by Sean Richardson. Able to flip it off to Fritz. Looks down low. Great feed pass down low. Just leading his man a little bit too far. As that one last touched by R.J. Smith as he tried to save it. Back to St. Francis Way. Here with 14:07 left in the first half. 12-7 the score. As able to break the press are the Fighting Saints. Moriidi holds it, now feeds it to the high post to Small. Small looking for somebody. Looks like he thought about forcing a pass in low, decides to put himself in that spot. Little turnaround hook shot, gets it to tumble on home. 14-7 is a football score right now at the Beggs Gymnasium. As Smith holds it just a foot inside the perimeter, now able to work it to the near side, finding it in J.J. Montgomery. Looks down low once again for R.J. Smith. Feeding it to Montauk. Powers his way up and in. 14-9 the score now. 13:23 left here in the first half of Moraidi. Running the point, working against Montauk. Able to flip it off to Casper. Casper back to Small. Small on top out of Australia. Now he flings it to the near side in Niago. Now looks inside. Small. Great find down low. Turnaround jumper. Gets it to float on home. Make it a 16-9 ball game in favor of the Saints. As Christian Carter looks for Fritz. Now on top it goes to Montgomery. To Montauk. Montauk holds it. Now tries to force a pass. Getting the big hand up there was Connor Casper. Flips it off to Moriidi. Drives in. He's going to garner some attention to get the foul call. Foul on Christian Carter, the 6'1 senior out of Concord, California, in his 4th season with Bellevue. There's already 6 fouls called against Bellevue early on in this one. It's Moraidi, first shot up, first shot good. Moraidi played Euroball for Hapoel Uretz Holon in 2019-2020. He's from Holon, Israel, as he gives a 9-point advantage to the Saints right now. As Montgomery feeds it inside of the high post, kicks it far wing, holding on to it. Christian Carter asks for a screen, gets it, feeds it. Not a great feed down low, able to kick it in the near corner. As now Fritz fires up the 3-ball off the front of the rim, no good. Fighting for the rebound and almost coming away with us was Moraidi. As R.J. Smith causing a lot of havoc down there as a big man. Is able to get it into Montgomery. Now looks inside for Montauk on the free throw line. Powers his way up. Gets that one to go right now. Looking like that is where the well is for this Bruins squad, with Montauk and Smith down in the paint. Cuts that lead down to 7. 11:47 left here in the first half. Saints with the advantage, looking to add on to it. Richardson holds it. Now coming out to get it is Moraidi. Now flings it off to Casper. Looks inside for Small. Small with a pump fake. Drives the lane. Puts it up. Gets it to tumble home. Make it a 20-11 lead here with 11:27 left in the first half. As Smith holds it on top, looking for help. Finds it in a cutting Montauk. Kicks it back out. Montgomery holds it on the near wing. Big hand in his face from Richardson. Kicks it back out to Fritz. Fritz holds. 11-11 left in the first half with the left hand. Drives the lane. Shot clock down to 9. And they're going to say he walked with it. As a full host of subs coming on for both sides. 11:08 left here in the first half. 20-11 the score. Bruins falling behind the Saints early on in this one. As Richardson gets it, now kicks it on top to Anabatarte, feeds it to Nick Niago. My apologies. Holds it on top, Anabatarte on the high elbow. Now looks down low. Great find, but a great block to prevent the basket from going in. How about that, Nigel Wilson? .47 left here in the first half as the Saints retain possession. Looking to inbound, finding somebody is Dakota Joachim. As forced out of bounds is Sean Richardson, finding himself too far underneath the hoop, putting a foot on the baseline, and possession, foot's on the line. By rule, he's out of bounds. They're going to turn the ball over. But I assume that everybody watching at home, or wherever you're watching from, whether it's Joliet, Illinois, or Bellevue, Nebraska, understand the rules of the great game of basketball. As with a nasty crossover, driving the lane, putting it up. Willie Williams doesn't get it to tumble in, fighting for the rebound. Not before Dakota Joachim put a foot on the line, so it stays Bellevue way. As Richardson finds himself off along with Nick Niago. As Bruins looking to capitalize here on the second chance. Able to get it inside, finding Nigel Wilson underneath the hoop. Couple of dribbles, trying to find a way up. Great defense, a great use of the backboard from Wilson. Makes it back to a 7-point lead for the Saints. As Sims telling Anabatarte to clear out. He wants to work on midcourt. With the left hand, goes to the far side, finding Anabatarte on the far wing. Now slings it on top to Ben Fotz. Fotz with the right hand. Pitches it off to Nanali. Nanali looks to the corner. Driving in is Delshawn Sims. Kicks it out, three-pointer far. No good from Dakota Joachim. As almost a great find. I don't know how. Had a sliver of hope to try to get that ball in there, and just luckily pushed out of bounds by a St. Francis Fighting Saint. So that being said, we'll take it from the CCAC in Viterbo. For St. Francis, he'll take on Valley City State tomorrow morning. I believe that one's set for an 11 o'clock start. They've been changing it all week on me, I swear to goodness. So off the inbound, Caleb Chang puts up the long two. No, it's a three-pointer. Gets that one to bang on home, makes it a 20-16 ball game, as now Bellevue trying to cut into that St. Francis lead. Xana Petarte tries to hit a cutting Joffrey Nanulli as it kicked out of bounds, so it'll stay St. Francis way. As one final sub here as Joachim comes off, Ramel Davis checks on in. 9:16 left here in the first half as Davis pushed off a little too emphatically. And an easy call for the referee there. And Bellevue gets the basketball back. A little bit of a run here late as St. Francis currently scoreless in the last 2 minutes and 22 seconds. That's what's hurt them the most so far in this one. Liam Thompson with a bounce pass on top, finds Willie Williams into the lane, nice behind the back dribble. Doesn't get the finish to go. It's now racing up the floor, Nanulli. One-on-one underneath the hoop, whole host of people coming to help out. Kicks it back out, Anna Petarte pump fakes into the lane, feeds it down low. Great find of Fox, off the backboard, doesn't get it to tumble in. Davis fights for it, poked away, up the floor goes Raphael Allen. Has to pull it back, wait for some reinforcements. As Wilson finding it back to Allen. Allen to the near wing and Chang. Now looks down low to Wilson. Well, we've got ourselves a defensive foul call against Ben Fotz. Fotz, a 6'10 senior out of Fürth, Germany. Played last year at St. Francis, but before that attended Olney Central College. And back in 2020, 2021, played 2 games for the Nuremberg Falcons basketball club. Euroball player. Step back three from Chang. Knocks it down. Cuts the lead down to 1. 20-19. A 10-2 run in the last 4 minutes for this Bellevue squad. Rolling right now. And as we said earlier, it's not about if, but when they get hot. Now Anna Petarte in the high post looking for somebody. Lexico one-on-one, tries to draw the foul, doesn't get that one to go. He's asking, saying, hey, they're tugging on my jersey here. No respect at all. It's down on the far wing. Chang holds it, drives to the free throw line, gets that one to tumble on home. The first lead for the Bruins in this one. 21-20. What a comeback here early on in the first half. So now how will the Saints respond? As they work it around the perimeter, finding it on top, Delshawn Sims. Now flicks it off to Davis. Into the lane he goes with it, forces up a shot, and he's going to get the foul call. I believe against Nigel Wilson. As the Bruins started to get going, I think they're going to have a whole line change coming on here after this first free throw attempt. Davis from the free throw line this year, perfect 4 for 4, 100% in their one game against Marian University. First one is up. First one rattles in and out, does not go home. Chance to break the 4-minute scoreless streak that they're on right now, needing a basket to tie this one up. As Davis takes his time, second one up, second one good, 21-21 the score, 7:18 left to play here in the first half. As Montgomery holds it on top, they sling it around to Matok. Now able to get it to Carter. Carter with a bounce pass to the far side. As that one's stolen away by Davis. Wanted to go quick. 2-on-1. The lob. Gets it to lay it in. Little bit behind Anapatarte, but regardless, the Saints back on the board on an offensive possession, as they have taken the lead back 23-21. Got ourselves in for a good one. As Christian Carter flicks it off to Montauk, shares it down low in the big man and Emar Vincent. Vincent underneath, up, no good. Anapatarte with the board. Quickly up the floor go the Saints, as losing the handle on the dribble was Joffrey Nanali. TJ Fritz now, the senior out of Manhattan, Kansas. Flicks it off to Vincent on top. Looking for somebody, finds it in Carter. Carter works off a screen. Now a great find down low. Vincent powers his way up. He's going to get the and one. Now looking for just the two. He wants the cherry on top of the sundae. A 6'8" senior out of Omaha, Nebraska. Drilling home his first bucket of the season. Prior to this, played 3 seasons at Central Community College, a total of 73 ball games. Averaging 5 points per game with 4 rebounds. And he'll get the cherry on top. Back in front, Bellevue 24-23. As Bellevue coming out in a press as Moraidi able to race it up the floor, crossing half court. Working on him. J.J. Montgomery drives in. Nice flick off to Small. Gets that one to go home. And we're going back and forth right now. A tug-of-war affair. 25-24. Saints in front. How will they look to answer? On top, Carter. Kicks it near corner. Couldn't quite get the shot up for Montgomery. Looks down low. Finds it in Montauk. Back out to Fritz. Now back to Montauk. Off the backboard. How about that for a response? 26-25. Bruins with the lead with 5:30 left in the first half. As Davis holds it on top. Slings it off to Moraidi. Now off to Small. As the Australian drives in. Off the glass. No good, but he draws enough contact. He'll head to the line. Merrick Small, a 6'10" redshirt junior from Ipswich, Australia. Last season at Cochise College, 32 games played, averaging 8 points per game there. First one up, first one good. Small sinks his first free throw of the season and ties us up at 26 apiece. Now trying to give the Saints the lead right back as they've been going on it for the last 3 minutes or so. Just interchangeably going back and forth on the lead. And what do you know? The Saints back out in front. Willie Williams walks it up the floor for the Bruins. Tries to find somebody. Flicks it out to Wilson. Wilson able to corral it. Now back to Williams. Tries to drive in. Loses a handle on it. Picked off by Nanali. Nanali up the floor. Trying to drive in, has no lane. Takes it back out. Tries to feed it down low, trying to get it to Small. Back out to Moraidi. Now he's going to drive the lane. Looks to the free throw line to await and Small. Trying to back down his man. Hook shot. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound by Nigel Wilson. Flicks it off to Caleb Chang. Chang, back out it goes. Able to find it. Liam Thompson looks down low. Great find, great finish by Nigel Wilson. Back in front. The Bruins, 28-27, 4:30 left in the first half. It's Delshawn Sims running the point. Flicks it to Small. Small. Now to Nanali. Works off a Small screen. Tried to get the left-hander to go. Rebound by Small. Powers his way up. 29-28. It's the story of the last 5 minutes in this ball game. Both teams going back and forth with that 1-point lead. Something's got to give at some point. Willie Williams tries driving in, picks up his dribble. Kicks it off to Chang. Looks down low to Wilson. Stuck in the paint. Sky hook. No good. Ball tumbles to Nanoli. As Moraidi runs a point. Kicks it up quickly to Davis. Davis trying to work one-on-one with Thompson. Backing him down. with the right hand. Feeds it down low. Great find to Small. Dunks it on home. 31-28. 3-point lead. 3:30 left in the first half. As Wilson now flings it off, finding Raphael Allen. Looks down low to Wilson. Tries to find a cutting Thompson. Saves it from going out of bounds for a second. Another save, this time by Allen. Feeds it to Chang. Now to Wilson. Shot clock down to 8. Back out, three-pointer. Chang, no good. Ball caroms back to Delshawn Sims. Now finding Davis on the near wing. Now to Small on top. One dribble back to Davis. Davis looking for some separation. Finding Sims. Pump fakes. Blows by his man. Step back. Long two-pointer off the side of the backboard. Able to get his own rebound to Davis. Pulls up. That one no good. Rebound this time by Willie Williams, junior out of San Francisco, California. Played 2 seasons at the City College of San Fran. Played 60 games there. Also has 12 siblings. I do my research. As now Chang drives in. Can he get the favorable roll to go? No, he cannot. As Davis flicks it up to Nanoli. Nanoli tries driving baseline. Back out it goes to Moriidi. He's going to float one up. No good. Rebound corralled by Chang. As wanting to travel, some of the St. Francis players on the bench. No call. Thompson able to get it. Now flicks it out to Chang. Not quite. Intercepted. Nanoli in transition by Wilson. Fires one up. He knows he'll get the call. He'll head to the line. Back from break. Now Joffrey Nanoli, the junior out of Lithia Springs, Georgia, step into the line here for his first attempts at the free throw line this season. Spent last year at Earlham College playing in 25 ball games. Knocks that one through, making it a 32-28 lead for St. Francis. Four-point lead, trying to make it a 5-point advantage here with 1:54 remaining before halftime. As the second one is up, the second one is good. One more sub on here late. It's be Nick Niago. Sophomore out of Chicago, Illinois, just a little east of Joliet. As Carter able to find a Matok. Now able to sling it off to Montgomery. Now on the far side, Carter holds it. Looking for somebody, able to get it to Matok. Matok tries to power himself into the lane, but we've got a foul on the floor. I believe that one called again, Ben Fotts. His third here in the first half, as we're going to have ourselves a sub on here late. As Ramel Davis coming to save Fotts in this one. Likely won't see him until the second half, maybe halfway through it. He's on the inbound, able to corral it. Smith trying to power his way up against 2 defenders. Looks like he had it blocked. Rebound saved by the Bruins. As Carter, bodies flying all over the place with a crossover with the left hand, trying to find a lane. Shot clock down to 5. Kicks it back out, not before he walked with it. And the Fighting Saints win the ball back. 1:19 left here in the first half of a 5-point ball game. 33-28 the score. Moriidi gets it into Richardson. Now back to Moriidi. With the left hand, walks it up the floor against Christian Carter. A bounce pass to the elbow, finding some help. As working off a screen, going to slam it home. How about that? Anna Patarte making that lead a little larger before the break here. 37-28, 35-28. 45 seconds left as feeding it down low to Smith. Tries to force his way up. Ourselves a foul. And both teams in bonus, so regardless, R.J. Smith will step to the line here. Smith from the line, 4 of 6 entering today. First one on the 1-and-1 is good. Makes it 35-29. Second one up. Second one good. Pulls it back within 5 with 42 seconds left here in the first half. As Richardson on the inbound. Mori-Edie now kicks up to Niago. Now to Anabatarte. Anabatarte with the right hand looking for somebody. Flicks it off to Davis. Davis holds it. Sets up the offense. Now back out it goes. They work it to the far side. Mori-Edie. Now inside. Anabatarte. Holds it to Davis. Davis with the shot clock down to 5. Tries to find a lane. Nothing on that go. Now tries again. Just as a heave of desperation as Fritz comes away with it. Up the floor. 6 seconds now. Carter drives in. Floater. Gets it to tumble on home. 2 seconds left. Full court heave. Well short. And I don't think it had a chance of this one. And it's been a fun one. Of course, this is only the 4th time these two teams have ever met before. The last one was back in 2020, where it took 2 overtimes to determine a victor in Joliet, Illinois. As feeding it down low, forcing his way up and coming home with the bucket is Liam Thompson. We are off and running to begin the second half. Bruins only trailing by 1 as now the Bruin bench getting into a chant. They're making some noise. Take away the empty seats. Sold out crowd here for game 1. It's Merrick Small. Feeds down low to Anabatarte underneath the hoop. Tries a little up and under. No good. Crotched it between the rim and the backboard. Now walking up the floor. Christian Carter flicks it on back for Smith. Smith flicks to the far side. Able to get it right back to Carter. Trying to feed it down low to Small and drawing the foul. That one against Merrick Small. Small, a redshirt junior out of Ipswich, Australia. As I mentioned, leading the team point-wise as he picked up his 3rd foul there. So they'll have to give way to Ben Fotts, who also has 3 fouls in this one. Having to tell both of them to be a little more cautious out on the floor as on the inbound. Fotts already in a battle with Small. A little sky hook. How about that? Little Luau Cinder. 38-35. Bruins jumping out to a 1-point lead. Currently on an 8-0 run dating back to the last half. As now trying to feed it down low, but that one last touched by a Fighting Saint. So Bellevue, everything's coming up their way right away to begin this second half. Looks like we got ourselves a late change as Ryan Marks is letting the official hear it in front of that St. Francis bench. I love that shirt that Coach Marks is repping over there. It's got 4 pockets, right? 2 on the front, 2 on top. The Gayabara. And now Smith down low, working against Fotts, ends up turning it over. Davis in transition, 1-on-1. Tries to give the lead right, take the lead back, doesn't on that attempt, and he will there, getting the and 1. The loaded St. Francis bench erupts. As now it's a 36-37 Saints lead. Davis trying to capitalize on the and 1. Taking his time. The shot is up. And you can't rush Art. Perfection from the free throw line. 38-36. Saints back to a 2-point lead. As now Montgomery works off a pair of screens on top. Feeds it down low. Has a little bumping and grinding down low. And Fotts is going to get called with his 4th foul. Trying to get that leverage against R.J. Smith. And big bad R.J. Smith, a 6'8 junior out of El Dorado Hills, California, getting the call coming up his way. So on the inbound, trying to feed it down low to Smith. He's going to get it with 1 hook. Another sky hook off the backboard and in. Loving it right now. R.J. Smith notches back even, 38 apiece, 18-10 left here in this second half. Delshawn Sims feeds it down low to Davis. Getting a little bit too greedy there was J.J. Montgomery against Davis. And an easy foul call. As looks like we got more discussion, more deliberation. Just some chatter from Lucas Gabriel. As Davis gets it on the inbound, going to be working one-on-one with Christian Carter into the lane. Puts up the shot, doesn't get it to fall. Fritz with the foul, or with the rebound, but a foul called down low on Ramel Davis. So the redshirt senior has to saunter on back. Played 3 seasons at Bakersfield College, 53 games there. Average 15 points per game. It looks like we got a timeout as Carter crosses half court. So Carter to inbound, gets it to Montgomery. Montgomery looks for Fritz. Fritz scoreless in this one. The team leading scorer does not have a bucket. In fact, has not attempted a shot, or has attempted only one shot. Is that shot no good? Rebound by St. Francis, and up come the Fighting Saints. Has a deep 3 on the way, no good by Nanali. As Smith holds it on top, feeds it down low. Great find, able to hit Carter. Now flips it back out. As here comes Montgomery. Looking for somebody to pitch it off to. Finds Smith down low. How about him so far in this second half? That's a 6th bucket for R.J. Smith. Makes it a 40-38 Bruin lead. As the Fighting Saints working around the perimeter. Delshawn Sims looks down low, intercepted. Liam Thompson picking the pocket of Anna Batarte. It's up the floor, go the Bruins, trying to keep the pedal to the metal here. As inside it goes. It's Smith again. That one poked away. Anna Batarte in transition now. Looking for numbers. Kicks it far wing. Sims drives in. Great find down low. Finding 2 of his defender, or 2 of his teammates, but tipping it out of bounds. There's now a whole host of Bruins checking on. As we're going to have to, racing onto the floor is Lucas Gabriel to wipe up some sweat here. We don't necessarily have ourselves a floor sweeper. Saying it's slick out there. Of course, that happening on the right side of our screen. As now everything looks to be up to code. Bellevue gets the ball. Anna Batarte is going to make his way to the locker room. Sheer Moraidi checking on in for him in his stead. As Williams kicks it to Wilson. Wilson now to Williams. Spinning into the lane. Tries to find something. Triple team. Flicks it off to Wilson. Comes up short. Corralling the rebound for a moment. And flying in was Allen. But now Davis on the other end. Off the side of the backboard. No good. We got a foul call. Nigel Wilson appears to be the culprit. Picks up his 4th. And they'll call upon Emar Vincent. Fouls aplenty in this one. Fotts with 4, Small and Davis all with multiple. On the St. Francis side as Davis takes his free throws here. Takes his time. And knocks it through. Couple of subs on here. As Davis continues his routine at the line. And that one short, no good. Vincent with the rebound. He's going to flick it off to his point guard, who finds the actual point guard. in Williams. Now to Chang. Chang flicking it off to Allen. Now looks on top for Vincent. Now finds Dang Jol. Now into the lane. Williams off the backboard. No good. Tumbling right over to Sean Richardson. Up the floor he goes with it with the left hand. Now flings it on top to Mora Edie. Mora Edie trying to feed it down low. Finds it in Ibrahim Moybayed. Now back out. Mora Edie. Deep three. Nothing but net. Saints back in front. 42-40. 15-10 left here in this second half. As Allen holds it. Looks inside for Vincent. Vincent, one dribble, two dribble. Poke from behind. Richardson in transition. Numbers in the Saints' favor. Corner three on the way. Knocks it through. Nick Niago. Big three-pointer in transition has got the St. Francis bench elated. 45-40 here in the second half. It's now trying to answer it back. The Bruins grabbed by Richardson was Williams. Easy foul call for the official. But momentum swinging in St. Francis's way. As Don Jokum coming on, as both benches will start of 4 games to take place this weekend. The Chicagoland taking on the North Star as St. Francis of the Chicagoland leading Bellevue of the North Star here in game 1. Of course, Viterbo and Valley City State to follow this one. Should be a fun one there. As off the inbound, finding it is Willie Williams. Turns around jumper, no good. Rebound pulled down by Moybayed. As Moybayed now flicks it to the far side, finding it in Niago. Big three-pointer for him in transition. Last time the Fighting Saints had the ball. As ripping through, Mora Edie looking for somebody. Throws it right into the arms of a waiting Bruin. Up the floor goes Williams, and he gets hacked on the way up. As a foul on Nick Niago. His first of the night as Williams steps to the line here. Williams 0 for 4 in this one from the field, and now he's 0 of 1 from the free throw line. The Bruins scoreless in the last 3 minutes. The right side of the floor becoming a barren land where the Bruins can't find no seat. As now the Fighting Saints on the other end looking to make it a potentially 10-0 run in that same time. As now Jokum holds it, waiting for somebody to pop out. That's going to be Richardson. Works off of a screen to his right. Now looking for somebody. Finding in Moybayed. As is finding Jokum with a turnaround jumper. That's a 9-0 run now. 47-40 here with 13:25 left in this ball game. Fighting Saints staying tough. As Raphael Allen looks down low, but we got a foul on the floor. And Bellevue relinquishes possession. So Lucas Gabriel goes to TJ Fritz coming off the bench. Fritz, we're still waiting on him. 0 for 1 from the field in this one. That was a three-pointer that was no good. As looking for somebody to get going, and that's probably the guy. As Anabatorte looks down low to Moybayed. Moybayed back out to Anabatorte. With the right hand, tries driving in underneath the hoop, a little up and under. An 11-0 run in the last 4 minutes has seen the Saints soar in this one. A 49-40 advantage. Carter on the far side. Looks on top. Montgomery. Tough D by Richardson. Backs him down. Now with the left hand. Kicks it back out to Thompson. Looks inside to Smith. Hook shot. Doesn't get it to roll in. And another foul called. Saints can't believe it, as Smith is loving it. He steps to the line once more. Fifth team foul against the Fighting Saints here in this second half. As R.J. Smith steps on in. First shot up. First shot no good. Scoreless in the last 4 minutes and 35 seconds. What answers do you have if you're Lucas Gabriel right now? Shot is up. Shot is good. Much needed bucket for the Bruins, getting the monkey off the back. As now Anabitarte walks it up the floor, working against Liam Thompson, looking to keep the pedal to the metal here. An 11-1 run in the last 4 minutes and 42 seconds. Deep three, my goodness. Bang! How about that? Nick Niago, 52-41 from way downtown. Shot that one from Granddad's Bluff here in town. 12:04 left to play. It's all Bruin. It's all Fighting Saints. Another steal. Don Jokum walks up the floor to Richardson. Richardson looks on top to Jokum. Jokum standing on midcourt. Now finds a cutting Thompson back out. Three-pointer. Anabitarte no good. Rebound. Morbayan. Back out to Richardson. Skips it. Niago another three. No good. Fine for the rebound. Last touch by a Fighting Saint. And Bellevue gets the ball back. A sigh of relief for the Bellevue bunch. As Morbayan, a redshirt sophomore out of Plainfield, Illinois, finds himself off the bench entirely as he works his way to the bench. As another foul called down low. This one being called against Ben Fauts. That's his fifth, so he'll be persona non grata here. His night is done. They'll call upon somebody here, and they're going to go back to Ibrahim Obayed. Obayed, a redshirt sophomore, standing about 6'7". As on the inbound, he's going to have to do some big work against a big man Smith. Feeds it down low, tried to flip it off to Thompson, and can't find him. Out of bounds off of his fingertips. And St. Francis gets possession. Here's Anabitarte to inbound. Bellevue in the press. He's able to inbound it to Jokum. Now Anabitarte. Now back to Jokum to race it up the floor. Burns past Carter. Kicks it almost to the corner. Niago able to corral it. Slings it on top to Anabitarte with the left hand spinning. What a move. No good. Foul. Bellevue looking for answers right now. Getting outpaced on the floor on the defensive side. They're getting the foul calls. They can't capitalize on them. Anabitarte now. That one good. 3 of 3 from the line. 53-41. Favor of the Fighting Saints. But thank you to Pepsi for being our official beverage partner on campus. And also a sponsor of this weekend's Men's Basketball Classic. We appreciate your support. Knocks that one through, 54-41. 11 minutes left to play here in the second half. As TJ Fritz, deep three, need him to get going. Doesn't get that one to go home. Anabitarte with the board. Jokum races it up the floor with the right hand. Tries to flick it down low to Mobayan, and that one intercepted. Thompson on the pick, flicks it back to Carter. Carter dribbles around, finding the big man on top, and Smith now to the near side to Montgomery. Montgomery works off of a screen. Now slings it to Thompson. Thompson down low to Smith. Not a great pass, but able to corral it. but taken from behind. Anapatarte, he wants a jump ball. And they're going to just call the foul on Anapatarte. It's a whole host of Bellevue Bruins checking on in. But Smith stepping on in now. Smith from the line in this one, 5 of 6. Nearly half of his points in this one, being 3 of 5 from the field, 11 points in total for him. But Caleb Chang in, Raphael Allen in, and Matt Matok in for Christian Carter, Liam Thompson, and J.J. Montgomery. Now another scoreless streak has begun for Bellevue. They're scoreless in the last 2 minutes. St. Francis currently on a 16-3 run. And that one good for the first one. Smith trying to knock down the second one. Shot is up, shot. That one no good. Fighting for the rebound and coming away with it is Matok. He has it stripped away and now racing up the floor is Jokum. Jokum holds it, sets up the offense, looking for somebody to give it to. Gets it in Mabayad. Now look for Niego. Niego with the right hand, flicks it to Jokum. Jokum looks inside to Mabayad. Mabayad finds a cutting Niego and gets that one to roll on home. 56-42, 10 minutes left to play. It's all Fighting Saints right now. Their largest lead of the night. 56-42, playing great in the second half. As now Montuck flings it. Williams now back to Montuck. Drives in, hammered on his way up by Mobayad. And everybody helping out the big man as Montuck will step to the line. But before that, we got a timeout on the floor. It'll be a full, so we'll step away. 9:37 has been St. Francis. An 18-4 run here in the second half has placed them in front with their largest lead of the ball game, a 14-point advantage. As Matok steps to the line here, his first one up, that one no good, and that's been the story of the night for Bellevue. Smith, the leading scorer, Chang off the bench with 11 points. Haven't seen much of him, haven't seen really much of anybody on the Bellevue side here in the second half. Is there another one? No good, as Mora Edie going to have to run the point. Mora Edie flicks it off to Davis. Davis on top. Now back to Mora Edie. Rips through with the left hand. Now looks on top to Sims. Sims wait for the offense to set up. Gets a screen from Anapatarte. A mismatch down low. He's trying to get it to him. Kicks it back out on top to Davis. Davis with the shot clock down to 5. Drives in. We're going to get the charge call. Taking the fall, winning the ball is Willie Williams. Loving the tenacity. Taking the charge, Willie Williams. Bellevue gets the ball back. We need some of that here for a late game push, as very clearly Raphael Allen walked with that one. I think that's indisputable. We have that on camera. See, I'm usually a radio guy. I mean, we just make stuff up on the radio. That was the best thing about it. But walking up the floor, Delshawn Sims now flings it to the far side. And to Nanulli. Looks for Mora Edie. Now to Sims back out on top. Sets up the offense. Looking for Davis. Looking for somebody to get open. Nanulli into the lane. Pulls up. Knocks it through. Fighting Saints squad, might as well call them the Flying Saints, because they are looking phenomenal here in the second half of this one. Thought maybe a little rust to start the season. Have only only have played one game so far this year. And they are running roughshod over Bellevue as answering back Willie Williams, able to put up only the 4th point for Bellevue in the last 8 minutes and 54 seconds. That's a 20-4 run for St. Francis. Mora-Eady now to Sims. Sims looks on top to Anapatarte. Now to Sims. To Mora-Eady. Works off of a screen from Nanoli. Tries backing down his defender. Fritz. Turnaround jumper. No good. Williams with the board. Quickly up the floor. He goes with it. In and out. Dribble to the crossover. Nice layup. But doesn't get that roll. Karam's right back to him. He goes up. Hacked on his way up. And he'll go to the line here. Jair Mora-Eady, as we mentioned, a junior, calling Halon Israel home. Getting called with the foul on that one. Or my apologies. Aitor Anapatarte got called for his 3rd as the first one up and good. St. Francis with a fine cushion in this one. Trying to secure their first victory of the season. As Willie Williams' shot is up, shot is good. 58-46, not out of the woods yet for St. Francis. As Anapatarte, tough D against Willie Williams as he's able to give it up to Nanoli to set up the offense. As Mora-Eady works off of a screen, now looks inside to the screener to Anapatarte and reaching in, Willie Williams. As Mora-Eady set to check it on in, gets it into Anapatarte, feeds it back to Mora-Eady. 3-pointer on the way, not gonna go in. Rebound by Fritz. Williams up the floor now. Between the leg dribble, into the lane, spinning, backing down his man, back out, Chang, 3-pointer, yes sir! Timeout called by Lucas Gabriel, but that's the man you want getting hot right now. Close ball game is a lot funner than a blowout. As Anapatarte has it underneath the hoop, kicks it up to Small. Small, the Australian, feeds it back to the Spaniard. Now holding it on top is Delshawn Sims. Sims rips through between the leg, working against Chang. Now feeds it to Anapatarte, hits a Sims, and we got a foul on the floor as a 3-pointer will be nullified as Joffrey Nanoli knocks it through. That foul called against Willie Williams, who off the bench so far this year, averaging 14 points per game. But now both teams in the bonus. St. Francis in double bonus. Or my apologies, they're only in single bonus. But now back to a double-digit lead for St. Francis, trying to make it 11. Anapatarte gets it to go home. 60-49 now. 6:39 left to play. As Fritz feeds it to Wilson. Wilson on top. Now kicks it back out to Williams. Williams works off a screen from Wilson. Into the lane he goes with it. Lays it up and in. Kind of tenacity you need out of your Bruins if you're Lucas Gabriel right now. 60-51, a 9-point game as Anapatarte walks it up the floor. Back to Mora-Eady. Now on top to Sims. Sims dribbles it on top, sitting on midcourt. Works to his right. Looking for somebody. Tries to feed Anapatarte. Somehow deflects to Small, who gets it to go home. The move of the night right now. Able to hit him while he's falling and deflects to Merrick Small, who finishes for his team-leading 14th point of the night. 62-51. First one up and good on the 1-1. First and only one. That's what I meant to say, all right? As Smith holds it on the volleyball line, looks inside for Montauk. And it looks like Anabatarte got a little bit too much there. And he'll pick up his fourth foul of the evening. So that'll send Montauk to the line. Montauk 0 of 2 from the free throw line tonight. He gets that one to go in. So now he's 1 of 3 as Ramel Davis checking on in for Anabatarte. Great game for Anabatarte. 14 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals, and 1 assist. Second one up. Second one no good. Rebound. Ball still loose as Montauk slides in to get it. Flips it to Fritz. Now looks for Williams. Williams with the crossover. Almost lost a handle on that one. Double team. Looks inside. Forcing a pass and somehow getting Montauk. And Montauk finishes. 63-54. And the Bruins not fading away. St. Francis trying to keep their lead well intact. As Sims working against Chang. Feeds it down low to Davis. Davis going to work one-on-one with Montauk into the lane. Backing him down, forcing a shot up. Gets it to tumble on home. 65-54, 5 minutes left to play. Back to a double-digit lead for St. Francis. As now Williams drives in. And we have another foul called on the drive. This one on the floor. Called against Ramel Davis. So once again, Willie Williams will head to the line here. As Davis picks up his third. With exactly 5 minutes left to play as that one tumbles on home. Got a couple of subs on. But Gunderson Hotel and Suites. Gunderson is one of Viterbo's lodging partners and is housing our visiting teams this weekend. Great rooms, great services at a great price. Thank you, Gunderson Hotel and Suites of La Crosse. Shot is up. Shot is good. Makes it a 65-56 ball game advantage in favor of St. Francis. As now we'll step to the timeout. That's exactly trying to push them over the hump, trying to, what would be a very impressive comeback. Trailed this one as much as 16 points in the second half, and they've cut that down to 9. But they need that defense to step up as Ramel Davis flips it off to Richardson. Richardson finds Mora Edie. Mora Edie with the right hand, now flings it to Davis. Davis on the far side, now looking to Small. Small. Now to Niego. Deep three from him. That one off the front of the rim. No good. Picked up by Smith. In transition now goes Williams. Tries driving in. Little reverse. No good. Rebound up by Merrick Small. Quickly up the floor. Niego. Now to Davis. On top to Small. They'll set up the offense. 4 minutes, 15 seconds left to play. Open three. Maury Edie. That one rims out. Merrick Small flies in. Doesn't get that one to lay on in. As Williams now on the other end for the Bruins. Flicks it back to Chang. Chang working against Richardson. That's Chang. Now to Williams. Williams looks inside, able to hit the big man. Going up, R.J. Smith going to get the and one. Can pull this one within 6 as Anabatarte checking on for Mora Edie. Trying to capitalize on it, and he does. R.J. Smith leading the team, 15 points in this one. 65-95 or 65-59. Got ourselves a good one right now brewing here from the Beggs Gymnasium. Game 1 of the Viterbo Classic. As Small with a bounce pass finds Anna Batarte. Now to the short corner it goes. Smith drives in, a little up and under, able to blow by R.J. Smith. 8-point lead. As the Bruins work it to Fritz on top. Fritz poked from behind. Smith, or Small, able to corral it. Three-pointer, Richardson. Little kitty wampus out of the hand. Saw that angle from up here. As now, Williams with an in-and-out dribble, spinning into the lane. What a move, what a finish! And he'll get the and one opportunity. St. Francis with one player already fouled out, 4 in foul trouble. And that has been Bellevue's saving grace as they look to pull it within 5 now. And they do. Willie Williams comes through. 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Capitalizes on the three-point play. Only a 5-point lead now. Bellevue's largest lead was 2 points, and that was with 16 minutes left in this ball game. Willing themselves back into this one as Richardson works off of a screen. Between the leg dribble, working against Smith, into the lane. Step back jumper, no good. Anna Batarte, able to corral it, no good. Still fights for it. Last touch by the Spaniard. And Ryan Marks talking to the ref, saying he was getting hammered down there. As the Bellevue bunch on their feet on the sideline. Momentum swinging their way. 5 of 6 from the field. Make it 6 of 7. And they trail by 3 now. It's Anna Batarte trying to break past Raphael Allen. Picks up his dribble. Just past midcourt. He'll have to call a timeout. As Davis to inbound it right in front of his bench. As Richardson tries to pop out to get it. Asking for it. He's going to the backcourt to corral it. As he'll walk it up the floor, working against Williams. With a bounce pass. Finding Small. Small trying to get it inside for Anna Batarte. Foul called. Liam Thompson, the culprit. Liam Thompson, his 3rd foul of the night. Been relatively quiet, only 2 points on the night, but does have 3 boards. And now 3 personal fouls as Emar Vincent checks off. R.J. Smith is on. Anna Batarte trying to make it a 4-point lead. Shot is up, shot good on the first one. As Diego gonna check off, checking on in is Joffrey Nanali. Second one up, second one good. As Joachim checking on for Davis. A minute 47 left to play, 69-64, Bellevue. Need points on another possession here. Stay in this one. Bounce pass, able to get it to Smith. Smith looking for somebody, gets it in Williams. Williams working against Jokic. Great dribble. Look at the ball handling there. Foul on the floor. As he works his way to the rim, and another foul called. As Valley City State have entered the building. They'll take on Viterbo after this. You can catch it right here on the Viterbo Sports Network. First one up, first one good. Back to a 5-point ball game. Turns from checkers to chess here late as Joachim and Nanali off the floor. Davis, Richardson, Diego, Anna Batarte. all on. As Davis now holds it. 3-point ball game. 69-66, St. Francis with the lead. Richardson comes out to get it on the volleyball line. Now to Davis. Davis to Anapatarte. Now looks to the far side to find Richardson. Richardson looking for somebody to find it to. Try to run off as much clock as possible as they hold on to a 3-point lead. Davis with 5 seconds left finds a cutting Niego. My goodness, what a find. What a finish to put the cherry on top of that one. 71-66, and another foul called against St. Francis. Niego, after getting what could be the biggest bucket of the ball game here, we'll say the biggest bucket of the ball game so far. And a great find down low by Ramel Davis as the shot clock expired. First one up, first one good. 4-point ball game now, under a minute left to play. A barn burner at the Beggs Gymnasium. Second one up, second one no good. Rebound, Anapatarte. Now kicks it off to Richardson to run the point. Presses on. Allen in coverage. Richardson able to break it, crossing half court. Calling out for a 2-pointer. The St. Francis bench. As Niego kicks it back to Richardson. Holds on to it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Behind the back dribble. Drives in. Small. Pump fake. Somebody has to put it up. Davis with one. Not going to get that shot up. It'll be a shot clock violation. As Don Jokum checking on late for Ramel Davis. Shot clock turned off here for the final 23 seconds. 71-67 the score. As Chang back to Williams. Races it up the floor. Gets some separation. 3-pointer, no good. Ball falls off the fingertips of Richardson. It'll stay Bellevue way. As Williams has not been deadly from the floor whatsoever. His first, they've pulled it within 4 here late. As a find down low to Smith. Puts up the shot, gets it to go home on the hook shot. 71-69 the score. They put up the wrong score on the scoreboard. And a quick foul sending St. Francis to the line on the other end. Just how you draw it up. If you're Lucas Gabriel. Saying if they make one, it's not the end of the world. If they make two, we got to get efficient here in the final 10 seconds. As Sean Richardson steps to the line, has not shot a free throw this season, and he makes the first one. As Richardson, can he go 2 of 2? That he can. Back to a 4-point advantage. And a timeout on the floor. Of getting play restarted. Willie Williams looks to be the man they're trying to get it to. They skip it to half court to Smith. Feeds it back to Williams. Williams with a crossover up the floor. Drives in off the backboard and good. Five seconds left. And another foul called against St. Francis. 5th foul against Anapatarte. So he'll be gone from this one. Nick Niego set to check on in, I imagine, in his stead. And Ramel Davis also set to check on in for St. Francis. As Thompson is off for Montauk. Trying to pull it within 1. Perhaps icing the kicker here. The proverbial kicker, Ryan Marks, with making all these substitutions here late. As Williams knocks it home, converts on the 3-point play, 1-point ball game. As Richardson cornered, and fouled. 1 second off the clock. Third foul called against Willie Williams. My goodness, what an opener. St. Francis looking to pick up their first win of the year. Bellevue, the defending North Star Athletic Association champs, on the ropes here as he knocks home the first one. So Fritz not off. Montauk coming off for Raphael Allen. Allen shooting 56% from beyond the arc this year. A 2-point ball game. As Richardson tries to knock this one home. He will. 3-point lead. And a timeout on the floor. 4-point in this one. Chang to inbound. Looking for Williams. Gets it into Williams. 3 seconds left. Williams up the floor. Puts up the three-pointer. At the buzzer. No good. Wide left. And St. Francis survives. The Fighting Saints at the buzzer take home their first victory of the season. A 75-72 win over Bellevue. Take a look at the numbers in this one. The leading scorer for St. Francis, the Australian Merrick Small, 17 points, 7 of 9 from the field, 3 of 3 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds. Aitor Anapitarte, 16 points, 8 of 8 from the free throw line, 7 rebounds, 3 steals, and 5 fouls. Then you get Nick Niego. Couple of big three-pointers in this one in the second half. 10 points. And that's all he was out there to do was score.